see how I was looking, right? I don't look like that today, though, do I? Okay, that's the point. I woke up and I had tubes running through my throat, my nose. My hands were restrained with mitts on them. Tubes in my private area, on my ankles and my neck, all right? And I couldn't talk. And I said, where am I? And I tried to communicate this, but I didn't know where I was at. Because the last thing I remember was trying to call, but I'm kind of foggy with this whole thing, right? So I said, dang, what you got to do first, Prince? What you got to do first? You got to get this tube out your throat. So I started fighting. Not fighting against the people, fighting against dying. You understand? I started fighting against death because it would have been easy for me to just say what? I was already at home by myself. EMS had to come and get me, but I fought because I wanted to live. Boom. Once they got the tube out, right? Got all the little mucus off my lungs. They say they had paralyzed my body. You know, they can induce paralysis on you. And the reason why they paralyzed my body, because they needed all my bodily functions to shut down except for my lungs so that they could function properly. How easy it would have been to give up in that moment? Huh? Nah, I said, man, I got something bigger that I need to be doing. Once I got the tube out and I started communicating, I told my wife, I said, babe, I'm gonna be up out of here by Friday. What's the day? Okay. Yesterday, Saturday, Sunday apartment. The day before that, Saturday, I've been home since then. This man right here, Coach E, that's my little big brother. Yeah, right? That sounds funny, right? That's my little big brother. He texted me. He had already asked me to come out here and speak to y'all. So he said, man, he don't know what I've been through. Man, can you come out and talk to the youngest? Man, I'm pulling up. Huh? I could have said, man, I was in the hospital. I had tubes down my throat. Man, I was going through all this. And then when I told him what I went through, he was like, huh? I said, yeah, I'll be there. And after I leave here, guess where I'm going? Where do you think I'm going? I don't plan on going to the hospital. What? I ain't going to watch no daggone TV. I got too much work to do. Come on, what's up? I'm going to Newport News, and I'm going to talk to some more kids. And you know why I'm going to do this, little bro? Because y'all just that important. All right, so that was last week. And let me give you the other part of me, right? You're looking at somebody that's standing in front of you that has been incarcerated. Y'all know what the word incarcerated means? Okay, that AKA jail, right? Prison, detention center. Y'all are looking at somebody that has been incarcerated more than I've been in society. I went through the juvenile system, started getting in trouble around 14, 13. How old are you? Okay, just a couple years. First charge I ever had in my life was trespass. You know what my last charge was? Nah, what you think? Murder. You know, y'all know what today is? Monday the what? 31st of what? You know what happened to me on July 31st, 5 years ago? Now. That was the day that they told me that I was going home after 25 consecutive years in prison. Yeah. I had been in there for 25 straight years. And that was my second time. The first time I went in for 2.5 years in 1990, came home for 6 months, right? 6 months, and then selfishly took somebody's life, and I went back for 25 years. All right? So, what's the value in what I'm saying to you, though? Why do I care enough to tell you about what I've been through? Huh? Come on. Hey, listen, yo. I am so dedicated to y'all I don't know your name. I don't know your mother. I don't know your father. I don't know your sister, brother, or whatever situations that you find yourself in life. I don't care about all that. I care about you in this moment because I understand the influences of the streets, right? Yeah. And that affects how you grow and develop.
Hey, let's save the questions for the end, okay? All
Check
right.
this, y'all. You are just that important. I'm tired of young people dying. I'm tired of young people killing, right? I'm tired of so-called OGs sending our youngins on crash dummy missions, right? Having you do things that they won't do because they figured, well, this person is young, let's send him out there, right? But you get caught, you do the time while they out here sending somebody else's son, sending somebody else's daughter on the same type of missions. You know what I call them type of people? I call them traitors. I call them traitors because when I look at you, I might not know your mother, but you got a mother, right? All right? You got a mother, right? You got somebody in your life that cares something about you, right? So guess what? Anytime I speak in front of this type of situation, I'm speaking to the parents of the children that are being pulled by the influences of the neighborhood and their associations, the social media, and all of that stuff. You understand what I'm saying, little brother? You can still be cool, right? Rock your J's, right? Your Yeezys, and you can be free. Or you can be a fool, right? And I say be a fool and get caught up in the influences of someone else's thinking and make a decision that will greatly impact you for the rest of your life. What does it take to be on a team? Right. Great skill? What you think? Cool? Be on a team? Okay, cool. All right. What you think? Okay, well, you got to be there, obviously. What you think? Huh? Commitment? What you say? Being, I like that. What you say? Teamwork. Same thing? Okay, so check. We got a team, right? And when you come out here, coach's job is to help strengthen your what? Your weakness. And your skill set, right? But now, more importantly, he's gonna target your weaknesses, right? Because when you're on a team, as an and especially if you come into a team with an individual mindset and don't understand the significance of teamwork, because now you missed the rebound, or you fail to get the assist, right? Right? You don't play your position. Your man gets past you, right? That's the determining factor between a win and a loss, huh? So yeah, a commitment, right? A willingness to sacrifice, but more importantly, you gotta be able to listen. You gotta be able to listen, and you gotta be able to take the information that's being given to you, not in the sense of as being negative, because I have to strengthen the areas that you are struggling in, because that's what's gonna be detrimental to the team. You feel me? I told little bro and I pulled up, he was inside of his head about his performance. And I said, as long as you continue to think about the fact that you're making mistakes, right? Your mind is geared towards thinking about mistakes, right? You have to shift your perspective. Now, yes, I made a mistake. What did I learn about that thing? And now what am I gonna do different? You feel me? Right? Ain't that how that works? Okay, so is anybody gonna always get it right? No, parents don't always get it right. So, this is a team. You might have some conflict with one of your teammates. Might be some envy with one of your teammates. The teammate might be the one that's holding you back from the position that you want to play in, right? Well, what makes that person have that position over the next? They're committed. They're willing to be what? Coached. Right? So the thing you have to ask yourself, am I coachable? Am I a good teammate? Am I going to make the sacrifices that are needed in order for this team to be successful throughout the season? Because a basketball season, just like in life, you're going to have a whole lot of ups and downs, yo. There's going to be some missed opportunities. There's going to be some games that you should have won that you lost, right? But guess what? You're going to learn more about yourself in your losses than you are in your wins. Because when everything going right, when everything is going right, everybody clapping you up, dapping you up, you feel good about that, right? Man, we lost that game by 1, man. You should have passed me the ball. See, you don't listen, coach. Right? Now, you're feeling like that about the fact that he might not have seen you, right? But if he seen you and passed the ball, you probably would have won the game. You was down by 1. So now what we have to do, we got to get into the sight. You got to be able to see things. You got to be able to hear things. And then you got to be able to do things, right? You got to know how to move right. There's an attack on you. I said it. There is an attack on you. And you may not think this, right? But there is. And the reason why I can say this with confidence is because young people are dying at an alarming rate. And if we don't have young people, we don't stand a chance. Anytime someone calls me to come and speak to young people, Prince showing up. I have a problem with older people, right, that don't have anything to offer younger people. I have a problem with older people who have gotten so old that they forgot that they used to be young. You feel me? Yeah, I used to be young too. I've been your age. How old are you? How many? 13. I've been 13. 13? Yeah, how old are you? How many? 13 too. How your day go? Huh? What position you play? What you mean you don't know?
She knew the basketball.
Okay. You here? Something about you. It's the only female on the court right now, right?
Yep.
Okay. That says a lot about her in itself.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Right? She here.
Yeah.
Right? She here. She could be any other place, but she here with y'all. To me, that represents commitment without even knowing. What you doing over there with all them boys? You can't play with them, right? But she's here. We got some work to do, yo. Yeah, I said we, and I'm calling on each and every one of y'all. All right? I don't have all the answers to the world's problems. Don't even pretend to be, right? But this is what I do have. I have the courage, the commitment, the willing to listen, right? Because this is what I do. Because I go into the detention centers. I used to go to Richmond Detention Center. I go to Henrico Detention Center. I go to Newport News Detention Center, and I go to James River Detention Center. Right? And some of y'all peers are probably up in there. Right? And when I go in there, I talk to the kids about communication, conflict resolution, learning how to work through problems without using guns as a solution to the problem. Just because you pissed me off today, little bruh, don't mean I got to shoot you. Because the moment that you pull the trigger, your whole life gonna be different. And what's gonna be different is if you find yourself convicted of it, right? Then you're gonna be in an environment with people that you don't want to be around, potentially for the rest of your life. 5 years ago, I made parole. October the 12th will be 5 years I've been home. I've had 2 life and death experiences. The same thing that just happened again in December, right? But I ain't even tripping because you are just that important. You understand? I'm not tripping because when I go home tonight, right, and I look my wife in the face and I think about the message that hopefully I'm conveying to y'all, I'm gonna to say I did something with the time that I have on this planet. I started a YouTube channel. And y'all, we go on YouTube? You got one? Okay, cool. This is what I'm gonna tell you what I need y'all to do. Check this out. I'm a new YouTuber, right? And I started to thinking about how could I further my reach for kids that I don't know, right? So I started this YouTube channel. It's called Before You Do Something. Now, I ain't got no business cards, right? I'm old school with it. Now, this will probably be the biggest business card that you ever seen in your life. And I ain't got but 4 of them because I wasn't gonna write it all down. But y'all see this, I got 4 of them. And I'm gonna give them to 4 people and the rest of you gonna share it with the other people. You understand me? I don't care who it is. Yeah, this is my business card, see that? Yeah, I'm gonna give you, yeah, me. That's my business card, what's wrong with you? You trouble? Let me see, yeah, bro. My business card. Yeah, look, that's my business card. You make sure that the rest of them get it, right? And let me tell you why I started this channel, right? Y'all just make sure, yeah, that's my business card, right? Yeah. Yeah. Now, check it. I started this channel as a preventive channel, right? I started it as a preventative channel because I wanted to be able to have conversations with young people that could potentially save their lives. So I said, I can't be everywhere at the same time, so let me bring them in. If you go up there and you find something that I'm doing up there whack, hey man, comment, Prince, man, you need to tighten up. Huh? If you have a conversation that you think that needs to be had from an adult perspective to understanding what's going on with young people, let me know. Because guess what I am for y'all? Hey, listen, guess what I am to y'all? Make sure little bro get his joint back. Hey, listen, just log in and subscribe, little bro. The channel was about us. That's all. Okay, they gonna tap in. I tell you, it's the biggest business card you ever seen a business card like that? The biggest business card you ever seen in your life. And I sat in the car, I said, man, I gotta, boom. I want to have access to you, and I want you to have access to me. And I want to have conversations, yo, that's gonna save y'all lives, man. All right? Ain't no whole bunch to that. Point blank, period.
Everybody give Prince a round of applause, man.
What's up?
Everybody say thank you, Prince.
Hey, yeah, man.
Any questions? Any questions for
Questions,
Prince?
man. What y'all?
Raise your hand. I know y'all got questions.
Because you was right. I tell you, I got a dub for you. I got a dub for you. Yeah, you get a dub because you was right. You said I was in the hospital. Huh?